Welcome back to the My Pro Golfer channel. Today we're going to continue our series on learning how to hit shots with 10-yard intervals. Today we're taking you through the 20 to 30-yard shot, not just for scratch players, but also you 36 handicappers out there, and the best way to get it close and hole out and save yourself valuable strokes around the greens. Hey, thanks for watching today's episode. Here at My Pro Golfer, you know we like to keep things simple. And today, I've got a special gift for you to help you never miss a 5-foot putt again. Click the link below and download today. So as with most of our videos, there's some repetition. So I don't want you to get upset that hey, I saw this last week. It's no big deal. You're gonna learn by progression how to hit the shots that we're trying to teach you here. So we're just gonna recap the 20-yard shot and then show how it relates to the 30-yard shot. So for your high handicappers, I've got that 8-iron that we used last week. It really worked well for us. Remember, we're just trying to get the ball on the ground, running towards the flagstick, brushing through the turf, and bouncing. We don't want to try to do anything special. We're just going to try to get the ball within that 3 to 4 to 5 foot range. If you're a high 36 handicap, even a 5-foot range would be excellent here. We're just trying to simplify the movements for you, and we don't have much to go over here, so we're just going to be a nice soft brush shot. Get that toe down, get that heel up. We don't want a lot of grab in the club. Settle it down, feet close together still. We're not too far away here. This is a pretty easy shot to maneuver. Play a little bit off your back foot, and then just brush and hold. All right, that was about the 18 to 36 handicap level shot. I've got about 5 feet, didn't make great contact, wasn't really aggressive through the ball, but I did what I wanted to do. I wanted to get on the green without thinning it across the green, and the 8-iron's really gonna help me do that. All right, so for you scratch players, hitting it to 5 feet as a scratch player is not gonna get it done. You're gonna wanna get that sucker close. Even think about possibly holing it. So we're gonna take that 60 degree. For some of you, it's gonna be a 56 degree. Whatever gets you over that hump of stuff there, that browned out turf, we wanna carry it and let it release to the hole. So I'm gonna get that same setup, toe down a little bit just so I don't grab. It's a little wet out here today. We don't wanna grabbing any hosels to turn that face over. We're gonna get that club right on the golf ball. We're gonna try to hit it a little further than we did last week because we came up a little bit short. So we want just a little bit more acceleration to get that ball to get over the disruptive turf and roll out. So let's give it a little shot. Get that shaft leaning just a little bit left of my pocket. Trusting the movement, a little bit more aggressive than last week. Oh yeah, it's drifting in there. Wow, that should be a tap in for us. We got about a 1-footer. It was an excellent strike. I stayed in it. You could see how my body rotated with the club. I want to always feel like my arms for a scratch player are working with my body. You 36 handicaps, that's kind of what you'd be working on. Want to get you more and more closely related to that scratch player, because if you do things that scratch players are doing, you're going to get better. You just want to do it in the steps that we have in this series. So that was a really good shot for this 20-yard shot. Now we're gonna advance and talk a little bit about what to do to get to that 30-yard shot in the least complicated way for both the 36 handicap and the scratch player. All right, gang, so we've got a flat green. We're talking about the 36 handicap, trying to get to 30 yards. And what we're gonna do here, because we don't have a lot of stuff in the way, we're gonna ditch the 8-iron for a 7-iron and hit the exact same shot. It's gonna be close enough to roll out that extra 10 yards, and maybe we're not gonna get quite there. We'll play around with that. Maybe that shot, the 30-yard basic chip shot for a 36 handicap, might need to be a 6-iron before we get into anything a little bit more detailed or difficult. And then for your scratch player to get to that 30-yarder, we're either gonna take the 60 degree and get a little bit more momentum, but because it's flat, I want to get the ball on the surface rolling out as much as I can. So I'm going to switch you up and go into either the 56 degree or the 52 degree wedge in my bag, which is going to help us hit this very complicated next shot. Hey, just want to remind you to not forget on getting your free gift below on how to never miss a 5-foot putt. All right, you 36 handicappers, we just ditched the 8-iron, now we've got the 7. The good news is we're just going to test this out, making the exact same stroke we just made with our 8-iron. So body's still close together. We don't have anything we got to go up and over, so we can keep this shot very simple and relaxed. So 7-iron, back of your stance, lean the shaft forward, make sure the heel is off the ground, and we're just making that same simple stroke, brushing through the turf and seeing where it's going to roll out. Let's give it a shot. Got it on the ground, rolling, rolling. Wow, you scratch players, I can't believe it. We just hit the pin. Oh my gosh, I'm a 36 handicapper. I'm running around the green, ecstatic. All my friends are like, he's not that good. She's not that good. How did he hit that shot? Well, you're watching YouTube videos that are actually helping you get better at golf each and every day. All right, so now we're gonna change for the scratch player. We're taking the 56, and I can't reiterate this enough, gang. The reason why a scratch player can use the lofted clubs is because they have practiced the movement that you're learning with your 7 and 8. But most of you that are gonna be a 36 handicapper are gonna be a little flippy, a little wristy, a little unsure. So these shots may not be as precise as that, but you're gonna learn to do the movements with your low lofted clubs so that you can train yourself into doing the movements with the high lofted club. All right, we got our 56 degree here. We're making that same shot, same sort of turf. Remember, 56 degrees, you can throw it about 50% and let it roll out the other 50%. And we're gonna stick with that because if you can see in the middle of the green, it's sort of a greener color. That means we got more into the grain in these Florida golf courses. So it's gonna grab a little bit first. So I'm gonna throw it just a little bit further than 50%. I'm gonna feel that as a scratch player. Same setup with the lob wedge as I am gonna do with this 56. Feel that sensation. Wanna really hold the finish there. Gonna keep the heel up and the toe down, keeping everything simple. Ball comes out a little lower. Lands right on that spot, starting to roll towards the pin. All right, I'm pretty pleased with that. It's about 2 feet. I'm probably gonna make that. Great contact, great strike. Hopefully that was a little bit more helpful for the understanding the differences between the shots for the 20 and 30 yard shot. All right, students, thanks so much for watching this 20 to 30 yard visual and how to get the shots to the pins, low lofted for your higher handicaps and higher lofted for your scratch players. Just because you're a 36 handicap doesn't mean you can't practice this. You're gonna need to have the knowledge of how to hit the loft and get it up and over something from time to time. Feel free to practice. Just know that it's a little bit more advanced, and the easier the chip shot we can make it, obviously I wouldn't mind chipping my 7-iron from here and hitting the pin and maybe making a birdie or an eagle. That'd be great for me. So it's not so much what you use, it's what you use well. And so if you're a high handicapper that has a lot of trouble with loft and you tend to thin it over the greens, don't use that shot. Get it on the ground, get yourself from a 36 to an 18, and then we can start talking about how to add that loft to it. And for a scratch player, play around with your favorite wedge. You want to be able to hit different spinny type shots, learning the conditions. We're pretty happy with the shots we hit today. We're going to make par. Keep working at it. Try to focus on making birdies and really saying that your chipping is now a weapon, something that you're like, I mean, I'm such a good chipper now. I might even want to chip that in instead of thinking about just getting it close. It's just an opportunity for you to get even that much more advanced and get from scratch to maybe even a plus player. So guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope you liked it. Like it below. If you could subscribe, we're really close to one of my big goals for the year. So please subscribe. And if you can, check out the video series if you didn't see it last week. Everything's building on itself. And we're gonna finish off with the 70-yard shot, making sure you know how to do it low and high and what kind of risk is available for each and every shot. We'll see you next Thursday at 6 o'clock.